everybody, and welcome to Mindframe Takeover. Today, we are joined by our lovely producer, Gavin, who will be quiet and do as he's told in the chat because we just got done with Mulan and I am feisty. And I have DJ's Cartoon Universe here with me, Lucci, to go over the movie from 1992, the good one, Aladdin, directed by John Musker and Ron Clements. So, DJ, what was your take on Aladdin? Because we all know my point of view, but we should probably get yours done first before I start reviewing.
So, uh, based on several Olivia Nights, it's a classic Disney movie. Now, there's some pros and cons about this. I mean, it had a great cast, notably, the Genie, who is Rob Lewis. I mean, he was a excellent comedian. I loved his just a friend like me. Now, the part of going from a straight line to getting the princess, it's overdone. I mean, we see this in a lot of Disney movies. Oh, they're going to express. Well, Jasmine doesn't play that part, and I like that. Jasmine is portrayed as a strong, independent princess who doesn't need a man at all and wants to get out of her false rule of trying to set her up with a prince to inherit his kingdom. Now, the fall of main antagonist, they did it great with him, in my opinion. They started him out as the role of Rigel and gradually revealed his plan, throughout. It wasn't boom, I'm the bad guy. Boom, this is my plan. They they warmed it up. So I do like about that. Now there are some negatives with this movie. I mean, you watch it today and, well, it's dependent on who you're watching with. It could be considered inappropriate. It could be considered or be considered cultural appropriation, but it's a good movie for when it was made in '92, and in the 2000s. It was a alright movie. I enjoyed it, and it was definitely a genre movie that I like. Is it my favorite? No. But I did like this movie growing up. Now, Luigi, go ahead, tear it apart and
Got you,
tell
got
me what you think.
Hold on, let me.
What?
Alrighty. So, disclaimer: we're about to really get into something with Lucci. She's about to come apart, and she's about to have a Lucci destruction. So, take it away.
All right. So the first thing I noticed about this movie and that I remembered was way back when, I don't know if you guys remember, but there was a poll put up online where somebody took the city that Aladdin took place in and made this or raised the questions of whether or not, like I can't remember the exact specifics of this poll, but basically it was like, okay, like, something horribly targeted against, the people of said country. And a lot of people voted yes on this that had no idea that Agrabah is not a real place. Um, Maybe it is the name of a city, but in Aladdin, it's not real. Let's just put that out there. They didn't make that clear. So I'm gonna tell you, anybody who believes that poll was legit is, you're an idiot. It's not a real place. Um, Number two, Jafar could get it though. He was easily one of the most attractive characters in this movie, and his style, sense of style. We'll get into that too. The color palette for this film feels. Hold on one second, honey. Go Tucker. Oh, give me just a second.
Okay. So, was it the poll that votes support bombing Aquaba?
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Anyway, so the color palette for this film feels incredibly targeted. Just gonna put that out there, but it is good. All right, so the girls in the brothel definitely know Aladdin, and he definitely did not pay for their services with the way that lady was beating him out of there with that stick. So tells you a lot about his character right there. Um, am I Aladdin? Was my next note, because shit is hard. Shit is out here. Shit out here is hard in this economy. I might have been training monkeys to steal shit too. Uh, Abu, chill. You're a monkey. How did you know how to use a sword? I need to know which martial arts class you took because I also want to take them. Um, Animation for its time was ahead of its time entirely. You can see the expressions, like the facial expressions, were exaggerated super well for the film. Um, in like a 2:4 style animation frame, which basically means they're exaggerating the facial expressions with more um frames, which gives it more of a lifelike feel. Now, Abu, he's being abused. Don't come for me. I'm just telling you what I see. He isn't meant for the streets, but he sure as hell fights like he does. Aladdin knew what he was doing. Jasmine was rich and beautiful, and he is a womanizing piece of shit. Um, he could have literally had one of the girls in the brothel, even if he didn't fuck that up, but he did. So here we are. Um, the little fish pond with the water was beautifully animated. I kind of wish we had a screen for that, like we have for Finding Dory, for like a sleep movie or whatever you want to call it. Um, let's see. Yeah, the reef cam. So Jafar has the best clothing choices, and honestly, I can almost guarantee he was a failed art student who turned to sorcery because of that. Jafar also, oh wait, yeah. So Jafar also abuses Iago. Um, Honestly, he should have pecked his eyes out a long time ago. His biggest eyeballs could have been scooped out, no problem. Would have solved his problem. If my choices were the street rat or Jafar, I'd probably pick Aladdin too. Honestly, I guess. I would rather be with a thief and a cheat than a murderer, so there's that. I guess. Abu is the only sensible being in this movie besides the very sentient, somehow intelligent rug. Um, I don't quite understand why Disney does this, but I swear it's like all the little side characters have the most common sense. Now, Abu is greedy and grabbed that gem because Aladdin didn't train him better, making him a terrible pet owner as well. So not only is he shit with women, but he's bad with animals. Um, where the fuck did Abu pull that big ass lamp from, by the way? Because is his asshole a fucking pocket? How did he do that? I need to know. Because airport security might be a lot easier to get through. We all start taking some notes from Abu. Okay. All right. Also, Al- Aladdin could have
That's
wished.
not suggesting that you should put things in your asshole and go through airport security. Okay, that's not suggesting that you should do it. It might be
I don't know.
helpful though.
I
It might save you
mean,
money on luggage. But anyway, I really hope that a man got checked for rabies after Abu bit him. But Abu is an OG for that. Um, okay, let's see. Aladdin could have wished that Jasmine's father gave him a chance to get to know him and manipulated the genie into getting the girl, but instead he uses the or manipulated the genie into getting the girl, but instead he uses his wish to manipulate her and her dad. So I still don't understand the choice. I might have just died alone if I were Jasmine at this point. Because if I had known about that genie and he'd been making all those wishes, I would have been like, you could have literally just wished that my dad didn't see you as a street rat so we could try to pursue this, but you instead tried to manipulate me multiple times. Okay. Um, he could have also wished to get a fucking job so he wasn't poor. That's a thing.
yes.
Okay, and that's an even bigger lie. You could have just wished for a job and became a noble being, like a normal human. The genie can fly. Why did he get on the rug to get out of the pit? You lazy bastard. You could have saved everybody. Jasmine girl, I'm going to say this and put it down gently, okay? Run. That is my note there. Run. Robin Williams saved this movie, I swear to gods. I love Robin Williams. I'm terrified of peacocks. Another reason I do not like this movie. Why is nobody terrified of the sentient rug that Aladdin just wrote in on, first of all? Because if I had seen that, immediately don't trust him. That's terrifying. You are a sorcerer, and I can't trust you. Run, Jasmine. All right. When Jasmine met Ali Ababwa, he clearly was too infatuated by the fact he was pretending to, or that she was pretending to smooge him up with the fact that she comes from money to test him. He greedy. Jasmine girl. If it's a carpet that can fly, not a fucking jumbo jet, you know that damn well Aladdin is lying. Stop fooling yourself. Run. Never mind. I forgot how quick she is. Sorry, girl. You're still pretty and smart, though, because she did realize you were lying. How did he survive sinking that far down into the ocean? The water pressure should have made his lungs explode. That shouldn't have happened. Okay. Sultan, you just met this man like 6 hours ago, and you already think Jasmine's new man is a good man? How are you a good judge of character? No. You literally hired this shit assistant over here with good judgment, like you mentioned, and you've known this man, Alibaba, for like 6 hours, and you're like, perfect, absolutely perfect, sir. How have you survived this long? How has she survived childhood? All right, let's see. Jafar literally moved the palace onto a mountain for Jasmine, and Aladdin couldn't even afford an apple. Okay, okay. I'm not saying he's a good dude, but he could at least do that. I forgot. Then the next note after that, I forgot Jafar damn near killed her, and I apologize for saying that he was a better choice. No, number one still stands though. Jafar could still get it. All right. What? My husband's like, what? But anyway, if Jafar ate the genie as the snake, wouldn't the genie just be able to fucking literally turn into smoke or something and crawl out? Why is he scared? First, shut up. You're not even human. Of course you'll survive. Um, Jasmine, you could have still said no. You could have not married the dude that almost destroyed the kingdom with his lies. That's not responsible. The genie having legs is wild. I don't like it and it makes me uncomfortable. Weird design, honestly. As long as he doesn't fuck her.
Yeah, I just I leg twitch hit the bottom of my desk.
Also, as long as he doesn't fuck her over again, I guess so. Jasmine, marry the fucking street rat who literally almost destroyed your city. That's responsible. Did Jafar just end up back in the massive cave, or was there another movie about that? Apparently, there is another movie that I just did not care about because I don't remember it coming out, but apparently that was brought to my attention. There is another movie, and I'm unfortunately probably going to have to watch that and review
So
that
there
one too.
is 2 other
But
movies, and if this does well, if this review does well, we will do the other ones.
Well, oh,
also, who finds the lamp next? Who
well,
lets him out to make another movie? Why would you do that?
I don't think he's a genie in a normal sense anymore.
You still have to release him though. So like whoever did that, you're a piece of shit. You we didn't need more movies. You could have just not done it.
And I'm pretty sure Robin Williams isn't even the genie in those movies. I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I'm not sure. I don't think so.
But yeah, those are the notes I took because it was a very I grew up on that movie because my mom was like, yeah, before my name changed, I'm gonna name my daughter after this princess. And I was like, no.
Um,
But that's not why I legally changed my name
yeah.
for anybody watching. So I
So
have
let's get
personal
in.
beef with this movie from the get go.
I
well,
wanted to murder this movie from the
uh,
beginning.
I mean, I do want to point out that there's actually a 11 cartoon.
I'm
We're
Like,
trying
not
to
doing
forget
the.
about it.
We're not doing the cartoon. We're not
The
doing the
Hercules
animation.
one was better.
we might do that over Oscar.
No, I can't. I can't watch. You will not be able to keep my attention span. I cannot. I cannot be there. I can't do it. I can't. I don't know what I really don't know what it is because in terms of like animation and stuff, it's a great movie. I just even growing up, I was not about that movie, which is hilarious considering my mom named me after the princess. I just did not like that movie at all.
Well, I I love this movie since I was 10. I mean, it was good. Just I've seen better.
I've seen bet. Never mind. Okay, I'm not gonna say that. I've definitely seen better. That's all I gotta say.
Mm.
Alrighty, as the
I give it a
producer.
6 out of 10. That's
6
my
out of
rating.
10.
6.
Okay, so we agree on. Okay, cool.
Okay, I will ask a few questions. Not a whole lot. I will ask 3 questions. And that's gonna be the most, because, whoa, this reviewer has been a fucking roller coaster. Um, okay, for the both of you. Well, Lucci, I know how Lucci felt, but what did this movie make you feel overall? Like, what emotion was very there throughout this whole movie?
For me, I mean, as a kid, if it would have been like excitement because, the whole thrill of getting a genie, getting you free wishes good that, I mean, that's exciting for kids. For me now, it's just indifference. Like, I mean, yes, I read this movie, but watching it today, it doesn't make a big deal to me.
What about you,
I
Lucci?
felt okay, so when I was a kid, if I had to when I remember watching this movie with my mom and being afraid to be like, I understand the, awesome, just I should feel empowered that you named me after somebody so awesome. I get it. But like as a kid, even then the movie never really resonated with me because even then I did not like Aladdin. I couldn't put it into words when I was a kid. And now that I'm an adult, I'm like, nah, he trash. He trash. Like every man in this movie is trash. Except for like the Sultan. They're all garbage. I felt absolutely enraged, honestly, as a woman watching this movie and being like, if somebody was fighting over me like this, and they're both shit, I'd shut them both down immediately. There's no doubt in my mind that I would have been like, I don't like either of you. You both suck. One of you's an evil sorcerer who just wants my money and power. And then the other one is literally just a street rat who wants my money and power and my beauty and doesn't see anything past that because let's be real. He had multiple chances to see past that, and that was the number one thing he saw was her beauty, and that enraged me. It was annoying. And also, Princess Jasmine, if we had been friends, you wouldn't have had to worry about all that. I could have been your assistant or whatever. I'd have just decked him in the face and the movie would have been over. You should hire me. Next time Jafar comes back, I'll just clock his ass. It's all good. We'll be saved.
Yes.
I
Okay.
also don't think we needed the remake, the live one. That enrages me more to think that it was done again.
Yeah,
Which
no.
goes into my next question, actually. Um, that actually goes into my next question. Did you guys watch the remake? And does that make this movie better or worse?
Okay, so that's all the compare for multiple reasons. One being, I'm not killer, so I don't think cartoons in general should be made into live action. They did graduate well. I mean, as you have seen, that live action rabbit it's not a one-for-one remake of the 92 movie. They changed some things that I didn't like. Now, don't get me wrong, Will Smith is a great actor, but whenever I think of Genie, I think Robert Williams. So,
You know what I think of when I think of Vegeta?
what?
Keep your wife's name out your fucking mouth!
I can read you about you once you found.
When I saw the live action, I liked it. Actually, I did enjoy it. But I have to agree, there were some things that were changed that like with I can understand why certain things were changed, especially because well now you get Aladdin with the actual warning before it about, cultural appropriation and stuff like that. So like I think this was one of those live action movies where it didn't need to be made for those reasons. But I'm just gonna be a hot take, but I liked it more than the Pinocchio one because that one enraged me. The ending to that one pissed me off. But I liked this. I liked the live action. I just again like watching it. All I thought about was Robin Williams, and that did hurt a lot. Um, so while Will Smith he did a great job. I do think that like that's just one of those movies that didn't need to be redone.
Yeah, agree.
Alrighty, my final question. It's gonna be a tough one. What was the worst character and what was the best?
That's tough because I think the best character, and we didn't even touch on this character at all, was Roger the Tackle. That was
I have to pick the rug. He doesn't say much, but his actions say everything, and that was my favorite. The rug is my favorite.
okay.
Oh yeah. No, it's the lamp.
No.
No, but I liked the rug, and I think the worst character. You already know what I'm gonna say. You already know what I'm gonna say.
Okay.
It's Aladdin. It is Aladdin.
For me, it's still fall.
Both are very equally disturbing as one another in their own right, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah. Both are something, but the fall pushes it for me. That's how I look at it.
Um, I will be for transparency for the people and for the audience. I was supposed to be on this review, but we decided to put DJ because DJ likes this movie and Lucy does not that much. Um, so we decided to put those two together. If we put me and Lucy on it, I would have said the exact same thing. I do not like Aladdin. I think Aladdin is the worst character of all of Disney, of all of media. I do not like that character. I do not like Aladdin. He's street trash and he needs to go down. But my favorite character would probably be Jafar.
What? No. Like we both agreed, the fall's one of the worst characters, sir.
Okay,
Yeah.
but like I'm thinking of a story basis. You guys are thinking of the actual character. I'm thinking of God. he's so bad that what makes me love him. Like, you guys are thinking of, like, if you guys were meeting him for the first time, that would be, like, the worst character. I'm thinking of, it's the best character for this specific movie.
I mean,
He's a good villain
that's
for this
what,
movie.
that's,
Okay.
that's why I would love it for my best. But, alright. My foot, thanks for watching, and we will see you in our next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Let us know what you think down below. And we will see you next time on my frame takeover.
Woo!
Woo!
Yeehaw!
God, this is a horrible movie.